On the surface, it's a pretty picture. This is Manukau Island, the second largest of 5 islands that make up the Tunku Abdul Rahman National Park, about 5 kilometres off Kota Kinabalu in Sabah. The reef here draws divers, snorkelers and beach lovers from around the globe. But just 200 metres away, on the other side of this jetty, lies a reef in ruin. This is the outcome of fish bombing. An underwater oasis replaced by a desert. And this is what's causing the destruction: homemade explosive devices that function like a depth charge. The Chief Inspector of Marine Operations in Kota Kinabalu shows us a replica of the bombs used by illegal fishermen.
Use this bottle, they will put all this urea into this bottle, then they will light this. Because they want a matches right on top of it. So they light, then when go into the water, the thing will blast. And the blast, when this thing blasts, the fish will die. Because
the ingredients are simple, the practice straightforward, but the aftershocks continue to be felt decades on. This is ruthlessly efficient fishing. The shockwaves rupture the swim bladders of fish, causing them to float to the surface where they can be easily collected. Not only does it decimate the local fish population, it destroys the entire environment because coral cannot withstand the force of the impact. Our inspection of Agral Reef on the northwestern boundary of the park reveals coral yet to recover from blasts more than 10 years ago. Here we find the remnants of bombs. Bottles this size blast craters about 3 to 4 metres in diameter. Agral Reef used to be known for table coral, which grows 2.5 millimetres each year. This 1.5 metre piece would have taken about 15,000 years to grow. Here it lies dead and broken on the sea floor. Ecosystems developed over thousands of years, destroyed in seconds. Perhaps more worrying is that this damage continues to occur within the gazetted marine park. While fish bombing has declined in recent years, thanks to joint enforcement by Sabah Parks and Marine Police, it persists due to logistical difficulties. On February 13, Marine Police witnessed a man fish bombing here at Sapi Island, but he sped into the shallows where the larger police boat could not follow. The boat, seen here in the police marina, was found abandoned. The catch had long been dumped. Insufficient manpower is also an obstacle.
Our park area is 4,929 hectares in extent, which is quite vast also. And then with this limited manpower, of course, it becomes what they call it, a drawback for an effective enforcement in our park area.
With just under 1,000 hectares of park for each ranger to patrol, it's little wonder that some blasts go undetected. Sabah's Tourism, Culture and Environment Minister, Datuk Masidi Manjun, says the solution lies with education.
My hope personally are the younger generations who will become more conscious about conservation, people who will put conservation as the most important agenda of their generations. When we reach that level of awareness, perhaps we will be in a better position to eradicate this menace once and for all.
Implementing that education remains problematic. At the local school on Pulugaya, marine conservation has yet to be incorporated into the syllabus, and teachers face a tough task in educating their students. What do the students think about coral bombing?
Okay, generally I think it's accepted here, fish bombing, I think. Because when you say, it seems like it's a joke for them. It's not a serious thing. Even this morning when I asked them, they will say something like, oh, his father does it, or his father does it. And so it's not really serious.
Students here may not see fish bombing as a serious problem, but they're well aware that it's a serious offence. When I arrived this morning, I was told that students did not want to be interviewed on camera. Many of them have friends or relatives who have been involved in fish bombing. Off camera, however, I was told that the students can buy pre-made fish bombs from a village just behind this school for about 10 to 20 ringgit. So it shows that for some students, fish bombing is common practice. One of the main problems authorities face is that the group they are trying to target is largely unresponsive to education campaigns. Marine police report 80% of fish bombing activity is carried out by illegal immigrants. Most illegal immigrants to Kota Kinabalu end up in small seaside villages or kampungs like this. This is Kampong Pondo, and it's home to 1,726 people, including some 200 illegal immigrants. Living here is not easy. Most have no education, no stable job, and often no nationality.
Kamu memang orang Pacau Filipin kah atau Pacau di Sabang? Pacau Laut. Tidak kisah mana.
Mana-mana saja itu boleh.
Anti-fish bombing campaigns are of little consequence here. Most people cannot read or write. This Bajau Laut or Sea Gypsy family of 10 lives on 300 ringgit or $81 a month. Fish bombing is a sensitive topic here. This man will not give us his name, but he says he has no connection with fish bombers in the village.
Tidak tahu, kalau tidak biasa barang itu. Kamu tidak ikut campur-campur itu? Tidak ikut campur.
And basically, if you look at the profile of people who are involved, basically they come from very, very poor background, and they need to survive, they need to earn an income, and this is where I think the temptation is too great for them to resist.
What incentives are being given to those people to discourage them?
Those who are assisted must be citizens, meaning to say that immigrants will have to be excluded from any assistance that is being given by the state government.
At present, there's little support for illegal immigrant communities where the majority of fish bombing occurs. For these people, there remains little incentive to change the way things have long been done. And in schools, anti-fish bombing campaigns may have a long way to go in changing the perceptions of the next generation. Whether the reef can wait that long remains to be seen. Alison Dunn, The Star, Malaysia.